Hello friends, welcome to the Infologs YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to talk about on C# keywords, but before that I would like to give you a good news that recently we have touched our YouTube subscribers to 6,000, and that is, yeah, this is we have just reached the subscriber to 6,000. So this is because of all the viewers who are viewing the video and provide their feedbacks in the form of likes, comments, shares, and importantly by subscribing the channels. Yeah, I would like to say thank you to everyone. I have recently updated to you guys on the community post as well, right? So yeah, our family is growing, so thank you once again for that, for the subscribing and all of your support for this programming tech channel. So let's start with the next video series for C#, that is on C# keywords. But before that, let me give you an overview of what we did in our previous two video tutorials. That is one for the getting started with C#, in which we have discussed what is C#, how we can what kind of application we can develop with the C# languages, and you can see that in the video section, I think. So I have created a playlist for the appropriate programming languages, so you just go ahead and, yeah, this one, C# tutorials for beginners 2020. So here you'll see these two videos, one for introduction and second is the environment setup. Okay, so in today's we are going to talk about this C# keyword. So let's get started. Yeah, so first of all we'll see the articles that is published on infologs.in. So yeah, so I think some of you have a basic idea about the C# language, so I think they are aware about the keywords. Okay, as the name implies, it's keywords, right? So that means there are some words which are predefined in the C#. That means, let's say in a real world, if I say address, okay, so everyone understand it as there is some place. Okay, we can say that is some place, so we can put that some address, right? Let's say I have a word mobile number, that is a predefined, so everyone can get understand. In the same way, in the C# there are, not in C#, there are in any programming language, there are keywords. There are some predefined words that compiler understands what I have to done for this. There are specifically mapped meaning for particular words, right? So as soon as we do progress in our C# tutorials, you'll get to know lots of keywords we are using in our regular day-to-day programming writing. So general definition for the keywords, that is the reserved words. So that we are not going to use that word, or we cannot use that words in our programming languages. That is, according to the standard, there is a restrictions to use the keywords, because the meaning will get changed if you use the reserved words in our programming language. So C# contains reserved words that have special meaning for the compilers, as I explained. These reserved words are called keywords in any language, not in just C#. Keywords cannot be used as name, identifier, or variable, or class, or interface. Okay, what is class interface? That we'll talk about in our upcoming videos. In our previous video, environment setup, I think we have created a default project with a message and a standard variables. And keywords in C# are distributed under the following categories. So here you can see the categories, and according to that categories we have listed the keywords as well. So basically, let's talk about first the modifier keywords. The modifier keywords contains keywords that indicate who can modify types and type members. Modifiers allows or prevent certain parts of programs for being modified by other parts. Okay, so right now you don't need to understand what is the meaning of abstract, what is the meaning of async, cast, event, extern. Okay, you just keep in mind that there are some keywords that we can't use in our programming languages. So whenever the requirement comes, at that time we have to use this kind of words, these keywords. Okay, so let's talk about the override. As the name implies, I want to override something. At that time I have to use this override keyword. Okay, read only, as the name implies, let's say I am creating a variable and I don't want to get it modified. Okay, so I don't want to change that value of variable at runtime, so I'll just put the read only keyword. Okay, so these are the simple basic examples. So what is the purpose of this video? You just understand what is the keyword and what you should do with keywords and where to use the keywords, and why you can't use that keywords in your identifiers or your customizations while creating your variable. So you can't use the name abstract in your variable declarations or class declarations or interface declaration, right? So that is the motto. Yeah, so we have seen some modifier keywords. So there are access modifiers. Okay, access modifiers, what is? So there are, let's say I want to restrict something. So let's say I am declaring a variable called integer age is equal to 20, and that age variable cannot access anyone else. Okay, so other entity or other objects, I don't want to get access, allow access to that external entities. So in that case, these access modifier keywords used. Access modifiers are applied to the declaration of class, methods, properties, fields, and other members. They can define the accessibility of the class and its members. Okay, there are 4 access modifiers: public, private, internal, and protected. And what is the use of that we'll do in our upcoming videos. While they came into the picture, I'll explain in detail. But as the name implies, public, anyone can access it. Private, okay, within the declarations that the member of that class or structures can only access it. Internal, that is programming code which has the same assembly, that only can access this internal. And protected allows the same class or its subset of classes, or we can say the derived classes. Okay, these are the technical words, the derived class, inherited class. Okay, so as soon as we go to that level where you can understand what is the inheritance, all these concepts, and that in that scenario we can use this protected and all that keyword. So currently you just keep in mind this public and private. Okay, so in our upcoming few videos you'll see these the usage of public and private access modifiers. And then there are statement keywords. Okay, so let's say you have to put some conditions or you have to iterate something. At that point we have these statement keywords like if, else, switch, case, and all that. Then method parameters. Okay, parameters reference out the namespace. Okay, so what is namespace we'll already talked about in our video, but I think in the default, in our next video we are also going to talk about this namespace thing. What is namespace and why do we need to use it, or what is the benefit of it? Okay, then operator. So everyone knows what is the operator. This is plus, minus. Okay, these are the mathematical operators, but here we have some keywords as well which is considered as an operator keyword. Then access keyword, these are the base and this. Then literal keywords, and type keyword, these are the data type keywords. Okay, like integer, boolean, what kind of data you want to store, according to that we can declare the data types. Then contextual, okay, these are the keywords that are used within a particular context. Outside that context their meaning get changed, right? Let's talk about this set. So whenever I create a property, at that time in that context the set and get keyword can be used, and they are considered as a contextual keyword. Okay, so what you have to remember is the contextual keywords are the keywords which has a specific meaning in the particular section or particular context. Outside that context or section the meaning get changed for the compiler. Okay, so compiler finds this particular keyword within a specific section or context, then the compiler will understand its meaning. Otherwise it will consider it as a general variable. Okay, query keywords, as your name implies, query. Okay, this is related to the link queue majorly, because whenever we try to query to some objects, so at that time we have this query keywords. Okay, this is the basic example. So as mentioned above, keywords cannot be used as identifier, name, variable, class, interface. However, they can be used with the prefix @. For example, class is a reserved keyword, so it cannot be used as identifier, but @class can be used as shown below. Okay, so here the class is a keyword, that's why it's coming in a blue color, and as soon as I write the class name without using the attribute at the sign, so it will give you an error. So let's prove it. So I'll flip to the Visual Studio, and I'll use the same project that we have already created, I think so. Oops. Okay, till it opens, I'll show you that on the I section you will see the different kind of project tutorial for project tutorial video series for ASP.core, for Blazor, for CSharp, for ASP.NET, and at last you will also see the links to the website, which has a lot more articles and videos loaded. So here I think something, okay, this Blazor project is loaded, so I'll just close it. So okay, so here I'll create a new project. I thought I was created, but it's not. So what I'll do, I'll use the console app. Then next, this is intro keywords, and the solution name will be CSharp tutorials. Okay, the project is created. So by default you'll see this kind of structure where we have few keywords. So whatever coming in the blue color, all that are keyword. So as we can see here, let's say I'm creating my public class, so anyone can access this class. That's why I'll create a public. Again, it's a keyword, it's an access modifier. Class is a keyword, and here I have to specify my class name. So generally if we are creating a class for students, then I'll name it as student. Okay, but I can't use the name of my class as class. Why? Because class is a special meaning for the compiler, and again I'm saying, hey, my name, I wanted to use a class. Okay, but if there is a requirement, but I'm sure there will be not, still you can go ahead and use the @ sign just before your keyword. So now the compiler will allow the name of class as @class, but there is not any sense to give a name of a class as @class, because whenever we create a class there should be a specific name for the class, okay, for any interface, class, object, method, whatever it is. So I suggest you should go for a specific and understandable name for your class. Okay, so next, what we also talked about this contextual keywords, right? Let me create a property. Okay, so here what I have created, a simple private variable which has a name. Let me give you an age. Okay, and my property name is age. So here I have created a simple. So if you notice, in this particular section, or we can say the context, the get and set is considered as keyword, right? But I'll go back to the different context and I'll create a public, then data type will be string, and then I'll use the get. See, here the get is considered as keyword, but here the get is considered as a variable, just like age. Okay, so these are the contextual keywords. That means they have a specific meaning inside a particular context. So there are a lot of different contextual keywords that are available. So as soon as we go or just see this tutorial, you'll see the different kind of contextual keywords, right? I hope you have understand the standard keywords and contextual keywords meaning, right? And there are data type keywords. Here you can see this integer, then we have a string, then we have a boolean, okay, which stores the true and false. Okay, these are the different keywords available in C#, and these are the very important thing to understand it, where to use it, why to use it, okay, because we can't remember all of the things. Okay, as a human being we have some limitations, but as soon as you do practices of the different programs, and we will give you some time to understand the C# language, so it will be easy to understand. Okay, so you don't need to remember all of these keywords. So that is not a good way to learn the things. So just understand basic concept. The keywords are predefined words for the compiler. So whenever you use the predefined words, so compiler will understand it as the specific meaning, and it will compile accordingly, right? So I hope you have a idea about the keywords now, and if you have any questions, or you want a specific topic to understand, so let us know, so we can create a fresh video on that particular topic. You can connect with us on facebook.com or at infologs.in, and you can also tweet us at infologsin. So definitely, if you have a comment or problem, we'll definitely provide you a suggestions or the solutions accordingly. Yeah. Okay, see you in the next video tutorial. This is Abhishek signing out. Till then, bye bye.